So what does the law of supply state? As the price of a good increases, the quantity supplied increases. In a perfectly competitive market, what happens to the price of a good in the long run when there's a positive economic profit? So the answer to that would be the price falls as new firms enter the market. Which of the following is a characteristic of a monopolistic market? So the answer to this is single seller controls the market. So for example, in e-commerce, Amazon controls the market. They don't have 100% of the market, but they have a majority of the market. What is the impact of an increase in consumer income on the demand for a normal good? The answer to this one would be demand increases, because when you have more income, in most cases, people spend on normal goods, so cars and goods that are you wouldn't normally get with a lower amount of income. And then what is the relationship between marginal costs and marginal revenue at the profit maximizing level of output for a competitive firm? Marginal cost equals marginal revenue. So that's key. This is key for profit maximization. You have to have marginal cost equal to marginal revenue. So I recommend checking your accounting statement and seeing when marginal cost equals marginal revenue, and that will ensure that that's when profit is maximized. If the income elasticity of demand for a good is negative, the good is considered an inferior good. So that means that you buy more of it when your income goes down. So for example, an inferior good would be craft dinner, for example. So when you have a lower amount of income, you may buy more craft dinner because it's cheaper, and that it's a better alternative because it's cost effective, and it's very cost effective when you have lower amounts of income. So it's cost effective for any amount of income, but when you have low amounts of income, it's a better option than other more expensive options. So what is the term for market structure in which a few large firms dominate the industry but competition still exists? Oligopoly. So for example, an oligopoly would be the telecommunications industry in Canada. So Bell, Rogers, TELUS. It's not very competitive. These companies can take up most of the market share, and that leads to higher prices for consumers and more profit for those companies. So if the cross price elasticity of demand between two goods is positive, the goods are substitutes. So if it's positive, so that means that if the price of Coca-Cola goes up, the quantity demanded for Pepsi will go up because people will switch from Coca-Cola to Pepsi because Pepsi is cheaper in relative compared to Coca-Cola.